Hello and welcome to July's edition of the story behind the picture of the Staffordshire Moorlands calendar for 2021. So this is July's picture of Westwood High School in Leek, and for those of you that aren't local to the town, the school lies just on the edge of town in its own absolutely beautiful grounds. So this is this month's picture in the calendar. It's originally a crop from a much larger image, as you can see here, and this particular image is made up of 10 photos that have been stitched together in Photoshop to give the big image that you can see. Now, I was actually at the school to take some pictures for the school itself for their prospectus. So got up early one morning before the children arrived and wandered around the site trying to capture as many beautiful images as possible so that they had a library of images to use in their prospectus. As you can see, it's not a very difficult job. The building and grounds are absolutely beautiful. I was also there to photograph the new school uniforms, and this is one of the shots from the shoot for the new school uniforms. I've also done other work at Westwood before that. I did an exhibition called Hidden Views, and one of the places on the list for the exhibition was to get inside the clock tower at Westwood, which I managed to do. Now, this was done in 2011, so it may well have been tidied up since then, but this was how I found it. And this is the view inside the actual clock tower itself, right at the very top. These are the weights dropping down through the floor to regulate the clock. And you can see an arty shot of the pendulum moving and a bit of video for you. I've got other connections to Westwood as well. I photographed both the school proms. This is one from last year where they turned up in a variety of different vehicles, as you can see. Very interesting shoot. Lots of people turn up, which they didn't warn me about. As you can see from this picture, there is quite a crowd behind me as I'm taking the photos, and I'll pan round just to get a shot of all the people that were standing about during the time that we were photographing the children arriving in their various conveyances. Estimate there must have been about 200 people there by the time we'd finished. The last shot of the day was from one of the upstairs windows, me hanging out and trying to get a shot of all the attendees of the prom. And my final connection to Westwood, I was actually there as a child. You can spot me on the back row of that picture. Well, thank you for listening, and see you again in August.